They'll call you crazy until you make it. You really want to listen to this. You need to understand one thing about achieving success or reaching your goals. It sounded unrealistic to society or community or just people you're close with. Why, gang? I'll let you know one thing. If people don't approve what you're doing in life or it doesn't make sense, that doesn't mean it won't happen or it won't succeed. A lot of people have this wrong conception that if most people approve what I'm doing, which means it's right. Yeah, a couple of times in life, but it doesn't apply to everything. Some things in life, again, you need to feel it within yourself. You don't need people's approval. People can say what they want to say. They have a right to spread out their opinion as they want, but it doesn't mean that you need people's approval. You need a confirmation from people that you're on the right path. That's the tricky thing about achieving your goals or just success in general. People will talk, bad things, if they don't understand what you're on. And it's okay, YK. They don't have to understand. It's part of the journey. Let me make a typical example. The cell phone creation. Before, the cell phones were created, someone just said, I want to create a device, where we can connect, but not physically, but more digitally. We can hit up on calls, we can chat. People are like, what? No. Drop that idea. That's nonsense. Just leave that alone and be average and normal and just do what we do. But what? He became delusional. The person who created a cell phone became delusional. He's like, nah, I'm not limiting myself. There's no limitations in this reality. You just create one. He created a cell phone. Look where the cell phone is now. It's just, one of the examples. I can go on and on, but I don't want to make the video too long. My point, again, is that you need to be delusional. Success doesn't need you to be realistic. Success has, uncomfortability within it. So it's okay if you're coming up with an odd idea, you're on an odd mission. People might call it weird. It's okay. It's part of it. You need to brush that off. People will call you crazy, call you weird, call you different names because they don't understand what you're doing. And they don't have to. They'll just see it happening. They'll be like, oh. Then they'll start following the trend. People are like that, YK. That's the reality of what it is. You need to, be strong. Stand firm on your thing, YK. Trust me. Success will approach. Achieving your goals, will happen. Definitely. But you need to be, delusional, unrealistic to, achieve your goals. People will call you crazy because it's not happening now. But the moment it happened, it's like, whoa, what? They'll start acting short, but they are the very same people who are talking bad. Very same people who are judging. Very same people who are limiting, your goal and vision. But when it's happening, they're like, So again, you need to be unrealistic and delusional to achieve your goals. Simple as that. Let me ask you one question. If success or reaching your goals was more realistic, do you think a lot of things in this civilization could have happened? Nine times out of 10, it could have not. I'm talking about cars, airplanes, Wi-Fi's. Internet connection was not existing back then. I'm talking about like a lot of things could have not existed if, reaching your goals or success was realistic. I'm just being honest. If achieving your goals was part of the norm, if achieving your, dreams was part of the norm, a lot of things could have not happened. So again, you need to be honest with yourself. If your path feels unrealistic, you're that confident person, things will happen. Trust me, it will work out. But if also yourself, you're uncomfortable with your goals, the more you think bigger, it's the more you feel nervous or your body kind of feels weird. You have a problem. You have to feel normal when you dream big. When they say, if your goals are not delusional, which means you're not dreaming big enough, which is true. Everything is possible. As I say, you only limit yourself. nothing else. So again, going according to the norm of just society won't make you achieve your goals. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you wanna go with the norm, with the comfort, with being realistic, then forget about reaching, your goals or your success. You need to be delusional. You need to know that everything is working out for you. Delusionality conquers all. It will put you in a position of becoming unstoppable. That's the power you get when you're delusional. Because if you become more realistic, it's like you're kind of bending towards the norm. You're limiting yourself, which is not good. You actually did it to yourself, no one else. So again, it's okay to be delusional. Don't feel weird. I become delusional every day. I become delusional with my content. I shoot content every day. A lot of people spoke their opinions according to my content. I won't, mention certain things people say, but it's like there's a lot of things they said about my content, but I know that it's going to work out. With my family on the other side, we're gonna make things happen together. So again, take it from me. Become so delusional. Keep going even though you don't see any results. Because if you're not delusional, when you don't see results, like instantly, you're gonna give up, you're gonna quit. But the more delusional you become, that I'm gonna achieve it. I'm achieving it now, I'm winning. It will be difficult for you to give up. Because you know that I cannot put the spirit within me of winning all the time. You don't have to see the results. Nothing has to prove you that you're a winner. The more you convince yourself you're a winner, the more it's gonna happen. That's the power of delusionality. So again, it's time. You've been playing soft in your life for the longest time. Cut that off. You've been limiting yourself too much because of what people say, because of what society thinks about what you're doing. F that. F that, honestly. If they don't understand, which means they're not in your path, and it's okay. The moment someone doesn't understand what you're doing, they are not on the same path. You can't convince them otherwise. Stop trying to convince people, my dream is like this. I'm working towards this, I'm building this. The moment they don't understand, let us slide on to the next. We keep going. But the moment they kind of click, it's the people you vibe with. It's gonna make sense. So again, stick to your path. Dream as big as you can and keep going towards that. It's all gonna happen. But here's the trick, here's the twist of it. Everything is gonna happen in your life if you allow it to happen. I see a lot of, people who motivate online. They say, keep going, never give up, which are valid points. But here's the most important thing. If you don't feel it happening, if you don't see it happening, it won't happen. So it's on you at the end of the day. Everything can happen in anyone's life. Success can happen to another person, to this person. Success can happen to anyone. It doesn't pick. But the twist is, people don't see it happening to them. People don't feel it happening to them. They want to feel successful when success has approached them, which is a wrong way to perceive it. You have to feel successful. You have to see it happening, envision it, like just become one with it. The moment you connect with you achieving your goals, it has no choice but to happen. But again, it's okay to be delusional. It's okay to be different. It's okay if people don't understand what you're doing. They don't have to. If you don't understand, that don't mean it won't happen. Like, I don't need you to understand. As long as I get it, and the people who are in my path get it, that's enough. Right, gang? I trust you. Keep going. You got this.